and welcome back to Groove Code and welcome back to the 11th video of my Python advanced tutorial series. Today's video I'll be teaching you about an object-oriented programming series, the advanced way. I do have a Python intermediate object-oriented programming series. If you want to check it out, the playlist link is in the description. So it's not really necessary to know the intermediate before we start on the advanced object-oriented programming series, but it does help to some programmers. So if you want to go check out mine, the playlist link is in the description. So without further ado, let's get right into it. For this tutorial, I'll be using Sublime Text as my editor because I don't know, I just like it so much. But then you can use any code editor you want as long as it supports Python. So first things first, make sure you have Python installed on your computer. So this is the website where you can download Python. Then you can go to the Downloads tab. Then you can click this download button for Windows. And if you're on Mac OS, you can just select the OS you're using on your computer. If you don't have a computer, perhaps you have a phone or a tablet, the download links are in the description, including the one for the computer. Okay, now let's continue. So we're going to start off by a basic example, which we'll be doing class inheritance, the advanced way. So we're going to be inheriting from two classes. So let me create those. So I'm going to call this class A, and we just want to define a method, which is method A. So method A, it's going to use self, because self is always required when you want to access some instances or class variables. And now we just want to say print, we can just say print something like method A. And now time to go on to class B. So class B, here we just want to define method B. It's going to use up self, and we just want to print method B. Alright, now we want to create method C, which is going to inherit from method A and B classes. So we're going to type in class C. It's going to inherit from A and B. And this one good thing about classes in Python, which means you can inherit from other classes. So we're inheriting from our two classes we created. So we have class A and class B. And we just want to define method C self. And here I'm just going to print something like method C. Alright, now that we've created all our classes, I'm just going to create an instance of class C. So I'm just going to call this object, or BG for short, and it's going to be the C class. And now we just want to say object method A. So when we're inheriting from other classes, that means we'll be able to access these methods we defined. So it's exactly showing here methods. So I'm just going to copy this 3 times. I just don't want to bore you just watching me type. And instead, I'm just going to change this to B. Let's change this to C. Alright, if we run our program, we get method A, B, and C. Okay, now that we have started on the basic example, we want to start using abstract base classes, short for ABC. So let's remove this. Also, if you're new here and you want to know how to code, start now by subscribing and turning on the notifications so you don't miss out on any videos, because I make loads of Python tutorials and other computer stuff. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, subscribe right now and turn on the notifications so you won't miss out on any new videos. Alright, so now let's handle the imports. So we say from ABC, you want to import ABC, and here we just want to create an abstract shape class. So type in abstract shape. It's going to inherit from ABC, and here we just want to use some methods. So we want to use the abstract method, so let me import that. Alright, now we just want to say abstract method. Now we just want to define the area. Type in pass. Let's just define the perimeter pass. Okay, now that we have defined the abstract shape class, we can now define now that we can create another class, which is a rectangle. So let me just create that class rectangle. It's going to inherit from the abstract shape class, and we just want to define in it. It's going to use the self, the width, the height. We just want to say self.width equals width, self.height equals height. Alright, now that we have defined the initializer and create our class variables, we can now define the area. So we're gonna define the area inside the class. So this means it's outside the initializer. So def area self. We're just going to return the self.width times the self.height. Alright, now that we're done, we can just define just want to define just define the perimeter self return self dot it has to be 2 times the self width plus the self dot height. So guys, if this video is helping you out, leave a like if you appreciate it. It does really help me out. Alright, now that we have created our rectangle class and defined our methods, we want to create an instance of our class. So that means rect, which is short for rectangle, and it's just an instance. I just want to call our rectangle class. Let's say we want to have a width of 5 and have a height of 10. And now we just want to say print the rectangle area, and that will just simply print the area of the rectangle. Say print rectangle dot perimeter, and that will also print the perimeter as well. So if we run that, we get 50 and 30. So we're getting 50 because this area method is just multiplying the width with the height. So whatever the user enters the width, it's going to always multiply by the height. And for the area, we're just multiplying it by 2, and we're just going to add the self-width and the height. So this will add the height and the width and multiply it by 2. Okay, so now let's continue with that. So let's just remove this line of code. Now we just want to create a class, so which in my case I just call this my class for this example, but you can name your class whatever you want. And we just want to say class variable, because let's say this is a class variable. Sorry, it has to be variable. Alright, now we just want to use the class method. So this is a method inside the class. Class method, going to define the class underscore method. It's going to take up CLS, and we just want to just return CLS dot class variable, and that will just simply return the class variable. And we just want to use a static method. This time, static method. We define the static underscore method. We just want to say x and y, and this is where the user will just enter numbers. Then we just want to return x plus y, and it's just simply going to add x plus y. Right now that we have done that, I'm just going to create an instance of this, but then you don't really have to create an instance, but if you want, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to say my class equals my class, and now I just want to print my class dot class method, and we just want to say my class dot static method, and we just want to have so we want 3 to be x and we want 4 to be y. Okay, so if we run that, we get, this is a class variable, and we just get an output of 7. Okay, now let's get on to meta classes. So let me remove all this code, and now let's start on meta classes. I do have a dedicated video on meta classes. You can check the playlist link in the description. So in that video, I'll teach you everything you need to know before you start using meta classes in Python. So for this, I'm just going to call this class meta. It's going to inherit from type, and here we just want to define new. It's going to use CLS, the name, the bases, DCT, and here we're just going to type in DCT. Here it's going to be like a dictionary, so we just say greeting. I want the greeting to be like something like hello world. Alright, now we're just going to return super dot new. It's going to use CLS, the name, the bases, the DCT. And now we just want to create our class. So just going to call this my class, and just going to call our meta class equals the meta class that we created. I'm just going to type in pass. Now to create an object of the class. So let's say object equals my class, and I just want to say print object dot greeting. So if we run that, this annoying pop-up or shows, but then if we run that, gave me an error. Let me just try using str. But then that's how we do it. Now let's just remove this code as well as this we have here. And now we just want to create a class descriptor. So we just want to say class descriptor. Want to define init self, the value. I'm going to set this to none. The self.value equals the value, and now we just want to say we want to define get. We just want to say self instance the owner, and here we're just going to return the self.value, and that will just simply return the value. Now we just want to define set. So def set. We just want to say the self, the instance, the value. Here we're just going to create a variable called self.value equals value. Right now that we've created the descriptor class, we're going to create another class. So for this, I'm just going to call this my class, but you can name your class whatever you want. We're going to create a variable called attribute, which is for attribute, and we'll just say descriptor, and we're going to say there's something like 10. And now we just want to create an object of the class. So object equals my class. We just want to close this, and we just want to say object dot. We just want to print the object, the attribute, and we just want to say object dot attribute equals we're going to set the number to something like 20, and we just want to say print the object.attribute. So if you run that, it gave me an error. I wrote n, my bad. Run that, we get the output of 10, and we get an output of 20. Okay, so guys, that is pretty much everything for this tutorial. So thanks for watching. Before I end this video, like the video if you appreciate it. It does really help me out. Subscribe right now and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any new easy to follow Python tutorials. If you have any questions about Python programming, or you're stuck on any part of the video, leave a comment in the comment section. I always get back to you, and I'll see you in my next tutorial video. Cheers, bye.